Hello Taurus, how are you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. We're taking a look at whether or not your person is going to be reaching out in the next 6 to 8 weeks. That's the time frame that I'm looking at. This is a collective channeled reading for my Taurus collective that find themselves on the twin flame journey. Okay, we're specifically tapping into that energy for you today. Okay, if you are new and this is the first time that you're coming across one of my videos, I'm High Priestess Elif, spiritual healer. I am an intuitive reader, so I channel most of my message. I do use the cards. They add they add a bit of fun to my readings. I enjoy them, but most of it is spirit bringing me messages, bringing me energy to read. I have to take what spirit brings and translate it in a way that will make sense to you. So everything that I'm saying to you from the time the video begins until I finish is me channeling, is me bringing you message from spirit. Nothing that I'm saying is my personal opinion into your situation. I have no judgment or bias into your situation. I don't know who's coming here. Your guides know who of you will be led to these videos, okay? Now, obviously, you found yourself in a position where you've been hoping, waiting, wondering if your person's going to reach out to you. You are obviously not in contact, not in communication. Otherwise, you wouldn't be asking this question. So we are going to ask Spirit to please answer this for us to see where you are in your connection. If your person is going to reach out to you in the next 6 to 8 weeks, and what it is that you need to know. Also, we're looking at what the blockage may be in your connection, what the blockage may be for you. If you're still in a place where you are looking towards this person, hoping and waiting to see if they're going to reach out to you, feeling stuck, really finding yourself thinking about it all the time. What is it that you need to know that is holding you back, creating this blockage? Okay, so we are going to begin. For those of you who have taken the time to like, to comment, or subscribe, thank you so much. I appreciate the energy exchange. Makes it possible for those who need to receive these messages to have access to it, as it helps my channel to grow. Also, whenever I start a reading, meditation, I open the pathway, I create a channel for my subscribers to channel remote healing in your direction for breakthroughs and healing in love. So it makes it easier for me to do that and for you to also receive that in your energy. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So for Taurus, will their person reach out? Taurus. This is a fairly new connection. This is a fairly new connection. Definitely this person is going to reach out. This is a fairly new connection, but very, very intense. This is not somebody you know for years and years. You probably met them a couple of months ago, maybe a year ago, maybe a little bit over a year ago, but it's not a long, lengthy. This is something new that's coming to your life. And somebody new that came into your life, you got to know one another, knew one another for a short period of time, something happened, and obviously you went your separate ways. Somebody here is got a blocked throat chakra, because I'm picking that up all the time. But I see that your person is very clear on. So okay, so what's happened here is you guys met, clicked instantly, beautiful friendship, but attracted, and a deep emotional connection. So this is not, you guys didn't actually, for many of you, what I'm seeing is you didn't actually progress from friendship into more, like you didn't actually take it to the next level, but emotionally and in every way it was as if you guys were romantic. You were just not, you didn't actually physically do anything or label it. Deep emotions here, very deep emotions. Your person knows that you are the one. Your person's nervous. They're nervous because this is a lot, but I definitely see them coming towards you and communicating. Definitely. So, Spirit, for Taurus, what is it that Taurus should know? What is the block here for them? What is it that they should be aware of? What is it that they can do to work through whatever the blockages are for them and with them and their person? Okay. Okay. So it seems to me that you wanted this person to make you a stable offer. Everything was emotional. The connection was emotional. Except they didn't actually come forward and make you an actual offer. You find yourself pondering about this, what happened, because everything seemed fine. So you don't understand why this person didn't actually make you an offer. This is part of their spiritual journey. Just because they've set the intention to surrender and to move in the direction that Spirit guides them does not mean that in the physical they were ready to action it. They were still busy doing the inner work. Unfortunately, most of it was happening in their head. Spirit is saying to me, your person was afraid to break somebody's heart. That's why they were juggling. They were trying to maintain or to keep the peace with other people. They didn't want to break somebody's heart here. Because they were actually nursing their own heart. They know what it's like to have their hearts broken. And they didn't want to break somebody's heart here. It's more than one person. It could be a third party and kids. It could be family as well. Maybe the family expected them to work things out in a particular way, or to do things in a particular way, and this would be going against all of that. They were also feeling that you expect them to let go of a lot. You expect too much from them. Their sense of security. So it could have been about money, belongings, home. Feeling that feeling defensive, feeling that you were not taking into account how much you were asking them to give up. And they didn't think that was fair. So what Spirit is showing me here is that there's a misunderstanding. Two people here with very clear expectations of how somebody is supposed to behave when they love them. So you, for example, in your shoes saying, if somebody loves me, this is how they would behave. And this person's not doing those things, so I don't think they love me. And them doing the same thing. Spirit is saying, you need to get clear on what love is. You need to get clear on what love is. It's more than a feeling, is what Spirit says. Because Spirit says that you have billions of people in the world. And we all think love is something, is a feeling that will bring us satisfaction, and that will make us feel important, and that will make us feel whole, and that will make us feel good. But we've got billions of people that have that same idea. It is impossible for billions of people to be able to act perfectly enough so that one person can feel those things as a result of how they act. And this is why the basis and the foundation of love is always in relation to yourself. Because if you're going to base whether or not you recognize, believe, and trust that you are loved, if you're going to place your worthiness for love in somebody else's behavior, people are in different places in their lives all the time. Sometimes most of the time your actions is about what's something that's going on inside of you. So if my relationship with myself is not great, and I'm going through a bit of a dark patch or a dark night of the soul, and you are looking to me for validation that you are worthy of love and that I love you, you're not going to see it in me, because my actions are reflecting the chaos going on inside of me. Spirit says the reason why there is a block here is both of you are holding on to a truth that is based on false premise. And holding on to that idea prevents one from moving forward. So as you see, your person holds on to this idea of, I want to be a good person. And a good person would do 1, 2, 3, 4. Me coming towards you is just for me. I'm not making any sacrifice there. Okay, I'm talking about your person. So me coming towards you is selfish. Me coming towards you just because I love you and I feel great when I'm around you is going to mean I'm a bad person, and it's going to bring me bad karma, and it's going to be terrible for us. It won't work out because it's a selfish decision. So if I sacrifice to make everybody happy before I go after what makes me happy, then my chances of having happily ever after are greater. Because I'm also not sure that there is anything like happily ever after. Do you see what I'm getting at? Your person did not betray you, they betrayed themselves. That's what Spirit says. You both feel betrayed. Looking at one another saying, how could this person betray me? Not looking in the mirror and saying, how do I keep the energy of betrayal alive in my essence? What is it that I'm doing? How am I betraying myself? With fake truths? By holding on to a concept or an idea of what love is that is not true and that doesn't serve me? I see that you guys are focusing on trying to establish a sense of stability. Your person is definitely trying to do it from a financial perspective, and perhaps you too, believing that if we have enough money, then all our problems are solved. There is shadow work that needs to be done here. Shadow work needs to be done here. Your person wants to reconnect. Your person wants to have the celebration for you guys to come back together. There's a lot of emotion here. There's a lot that they want to say. They're nervous about it. Please take into account what Spirit has shared with you, Taurus, because if people If it is about the action and there is no basis behind it, if it is an act of love, if it is an act of understanding, if it is an act of generosity, then it is an act. It is supposed to be, in essence, your state. You have to be in a state of love to really offer somebody love. You have to be in a state of kindness and compassion to really offer them kindness and compassion. Otherwise, it is just an act. And when it doesn't suit you, or when you cannot feel, you're not in a place where you can fill that gap, it'll be missing. And you'll come across as feeling fake. So your person wants for you guys to be okay again. But both of you still have outdated belief systems that basically push up against this. So you need to be the change that you want to see in the world. You need to be the change that you want to see in your person. When they come towards you, allow yourself to be open to knowing they're not really ready to offer you anything more than that friendship. Can you respect their journey and their process without feeling or taking offense that they are not making changes in their lives that basically make it easier for you to come in? You know, can you just be a friend? Can you just love them unconditionally? Ask yourselves those questions. Otherwise, don't open this up until you are ready. So they're going to have to do this in their own time, in their own way. And them releasing these old concepts is part of you releasing it as well. So you do it for the two of you without expecting them to do it. You do it first, and that energy will flow into your dynamic. Okay? So Taurus, you will very possibly hear from your person. Prepare yourself for that. Know how you need to shift your energy so that you can serve, you guys coming back together and being in contact, so that it doesn't just end up in another fallout. Because if you don't line up with the advice that Spirit's given you, that's how it's going to result. That will be the result again. Okay? Do your work, love yourself, grow. It's a journey. It's a beautiful journey. It doesn't have to be complicated. It helps us to expand all the time. Thank you so much, Taurus, for allowing me to bring you these messages. If you'd like to get a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. This is a general, so it might be something you're interested in. And I look forward to hearing from you. Until next time, love and light. Bye now.